Hi, this is Harry with Studio 801, and this is our next episode of Music Matters. Hi, everybody. Today we have with us the band Reverend Dirt out of Canton, Texas.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, guys, would you mind introducing yourselves? Just look at the cameras over there and
Sure.
And who are you? What do you play? And kind of take it from there.
Look at the
Who wants to
camera.
go first?
Oh,
Who wants to go first?
You big galoo.
I'm Daniel Domain. I play the bass.
I'm Mine Carter. I sing or do vocals.
I'm Johnny McDade, and I play the drums.
Yeah.
I'm Greg, and I do their sound and manage them.
Yeah. He tries to manage.
Also known as Captain Gerg.
Yes.
Captain
Also known
Dirt.
as my husband. That was as country as you could get.
My
Okay.
husband.
So I noticed no guitar, huh?
No.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so we lost our guitarist a little over a year ago, about a year and a half ago.
Wow.
And
He died in his sleep.
he died in his sleep. And we went through a couple guitarists. We were looking for a guitarist, almost to the point that it was like almost an obsession. And one day we just decided, okay, well, let's just try to record some stuff. We started to record. I turned on some distortion on my bass.
Then you're leaving out the most important person,
What?
God.
Oh, of course, yeah, but
Yes, that drove us.
I'm
to
getting
this.
there.
Well, you're long-winded.
Anyway, so we started recording, and it was like we all looked at each other at the same time. It was like this epiphany from, like she said, from God. That was like everybody looked at each other and was like, "Is anybody missing a guitarist?" And we all kind of went, "No, we're not." And so we just started doing this, and it has worked. It's just and it's kind of evolved from, playing off of one pedal and one amp to playing off of 3 different amps and 2 different pedals and voluming, and which is kind of odd for me because I'm usually one of those people that likes to move around, and so I'm kind of stuck by the, by the pedals because I got to work them. So,
Right.
but yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, we're having
It's
a blast.
different.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's totally different than I mean, people kind of when we play out, like
Mine's been singing since she was a little kid.
yeah.
10 years old in American Legion.
Her mama would carry her to the bar, and mine didn't know that she was singing for the electric bill.
Yeah.
For
That-
real.
Don't
Yeah.
tell that story.
Hey, that's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It is true,
To be
but
proud of.
sounds like
That's
we're
awesome.
rolling or something. But yeah. Grew up in music, and Johnny's been playing drums for how many years?
About a year and a half.
Oh,
No, about since I was 17, 40 years, 35.
yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, don't tell people how. it's-
Everybody in the band played with their lead guitarist
But at different
times, and nobody else knew each other.
Oh, wow.
And then
Yeah.
then John, our lead guitarist that died, he brought everybody together,
It was.
and it was like I don't know, it was God sent. It was God sent.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this on numerous occasions. That God is just all over this band because we were brought together, and our music is, our lyrics. Although we're not, blatantly Christian, you can hear it's about real
love.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's about real stuff,
Struggles.
real life struggles,
Yeah.
and that's what we're about.
Okay. Well, I sense a theme here, so I'm going to ask this question: where did the name Reverend Dirt come from?
John Grimes.
Run.
Our guitar
So he
player.
was the Reverend Dirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
He started it all, and when he passed, we decided to keep the name and honor him. And we're family. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to find someone to fit into.
Like I say,
Family.
after
Yeah.
John died, the music evolved to something different.
and
From
we
the
all
first
have,
album to what we play now is pretty different.
Totally
Totally different. Yeah, totally different.
So, what style of music? What style of music would you say you were then, versus compared to how you play now?
It's rock, but it was more poppy.
more folk
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah.
folk rock
It was
before.
more like a folk rock.
And now it's
a little
harder
heavier.
rock.
It's a little heavier.
It's hard. It's heavier.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, for sure.
And Daniel is an awesome songwriter. No,
Thank you.
he'll come every weekend and go, "Oh, I got a new song." And now we're like, "Oh, okay."
Now we just roll our eyes and go, "Oh, come
And I'm like,
on."
"What about the other six? We gotta learn them, you know." And
He just comes to me. God just puts them on my heart. I don't know.
he is.
No, we're very, very
And he's a
blessed.
perfectionist. Everybody hears by ear, and Daniel's real technical.
So we
Some-
balance each other out.
Sometimes we
It's-
beat our heads together, you know,
Yeah.
but hey,
But-
it works.
And that's what's cool about what we do. It just we complement each other. So we balance each other out. So, you know, these two are more of field players. I'm more of a technical player, and they balance me out and kind of pull me out of my shell. And I kind of bring them and
A little
ground them
structure.
a little bit of
Yeah.
structure.
Mine
And so
was in an
together,
improv band for
we worked.
years. So whenever she got this band started building,
It
she's
was
like,
strange.
there's certain lyrics and there's all the certain, and it was, I didn't think she was going to do it, but
Well, I used to have such a blast because we would get on stage, and for years we did this, and I would just make
she's like a
songs
a
all
chick
night.
fly.
rap,
you know,
like a
and
rapper almost. you
I
know?
call it flying or free flowing. You know, you just the music starts and you go somewhere else, and you tap into that artistic.
We would do gigs,
side.
and mine would walk around in the crowd, and she'd find somebody she liked, and she'd go up to them and say, "Tell me something, and I'll go sing a song
Tell me a
about it."
story. You know,
And then she'd go sing a song about it, and then that person was like, "Wow," you know, and
Yeah.
it's fun, but we're learning to do that now. We're learning to fly again. Me and
Oh, I
my
want to try
brother.
this out. Like, sing a song about a purple pencil.
Okay, get up there and roll a tune.
oh, good grief.
We'll do it. Not a
Purple
problem.
pencil. That's awesome.
I could make up something
Yeah.
out of purple pencil.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I could kick a beat to it.
I know you could, Johnny. Johnny could roll a
The
beat.
purple pencil.
Yeah. We made up a song about our dog. His name's Buddy, and he loves to come in the garage and do backup vocals. You know, he howls when we
he's
when
got
we
this
play.
one song with Daniel, and he loves
He
to sing.
loves
with
it. He'll
Daniel.
run in the garage to sing it with him. But if there's any
Wow.
food on
He
the
will, man.
stove
We'll
in the
actually be playing
kitchen,
that for you a little bit.
Okay.
Buddy won't shut up. He'll be barking in the kitchen at the food on the stove.
Yeah, he'll come in and
he
look at
posts
us
up,
and bark
you
a
know.
little bit, and then run back to the kitchen.
So we wrote this little ditty called "Buddy, You Can't Have Those French Fries," which is pretty cute.
That's pretty funny.
He's a big fat black lab.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He's all about food.
He looks a lot like Daniel.
Oh wow, that's.
See, you're all dressed in black and you're big
And I'm loyal.
and you're loyal and you're sweet.
Yeah.
You're kind.
Somebody's got more hair.
Buddy has more
Yes,
hair.
but he has way more hair. It's funny because I used to have hair down to here. So
You're just aerodynamic.
Yeah, it's more aerodynamic.
There
Correct.
you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
So Canton, that's where you practice, and y'all live close by there. And
Not really. He lives in Waxahachie. He lives in Athens.
wow,
We live in the middle, so everybody meets in the middle.
gotcha.
Plus,
Well,
Greg is
kind
so
of the
super
middle.
cool and lets us have the garage.
Yeah.
He
It's
hates it
really,
at times.
that is the draw, is we have a good spot. And where we live, our neighbors is my dad
And
and
he's-
my sister and my cousin.
And they've been so
And
great.
they're pretty good about letting us be pretty loud. Till,
Yeah, after
till
9
about 10
o'clock.
o'clock, and then Dad shoots the gun. We didn't live in the country, you know.
That's enough.
Or the
Or
phone
either,
will
or
ring.
either
Yeah.
I'm about to call the sheriff.
Yeah, we have a good
That's one
time.
hell of a noise complaint.
They like it when we got gigs.
Yeah, they do.
yeah,
We're out there.
yeah,
man. Like it
yeah,
when
yeah.
we're not
Yeah,
playing.
they get you all out of there.
Yeah, the quiet weekend,
All right,
man.
weekend. Good.
But
have a
Papa
good-
is so precious. How old? He's 80.
He's 88,
88.
and this old guy's really spry.
He
He
gets
gets
around
around, he
great.
drives, he real social.
He's a deacon in the church, and even though he doesn't dig our music as far as the style, he doesn't like rock. That baby, before we go for a gig, he prays for us. he watches over us. You know, he wants to know how everything's going. When we get through with the gig, he'll call and,
Super
how'd it go?
supportive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Super
very,
supportive.
very precious.
Neat
Yeah, I
dude.
always say I got the best daddy in the world.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
He
He's
sounds
precious.
like a dad, yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
So where do you guys normally gig, or are you gigging, or?
Well, we are actually,
Just
believe it or
starting.
not, we kind of came to this, you know, the idea that we had with just bass drums and a hippie chick. It's kind of our slogan. We came to that in like September,
Okay.
and since then we've written
Several songs.
Oh, I don't know how many
I don't
songs.
even
And
know.
we
30,
worked those up.
30
And-
songs.
We've just now gotten to a point to where we can play out.
Yeah,
and,
so
and we've played a
and
couple
cover-
of gigs.
cover
We've got
time,
we've got
yeah.
about 2.5 hours worth of material.
And the last
and-
gig we played was wonderful. It was at a
Private,
biker
a private
bar,
venue.
a private venue. Rough people.
It's a
that come,
place where
good people.
musicians go to watch musicians.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the
And
end
the
of the
whole
night,
place operates on tips.
Okay.
So it works really good, and it's all musician oriented.
Okay.
We 30 years of doing music, I think, was one of the most
oh, they were so
enjoyable,
gracious and so awesome.
making you feel at home place.
When we
ever.
left
Yeah.
the stage, there were bikers in tears. And there was this one guy that walked
amazing.
up to us and said, "Man, that was like an out-of-body experience.
Wow.
You know,
That's
we've
cool.
been needing Jesus, and you guys brought it rocking." We were like, "Well, good.
And
That's
we've gotten a
awesome."
really good reception
Yeah.
from where we've played, and it's been amazing. Like
It-
we're
it really
excited
has.
about it. And
Yeah.
so that's, you know, we want to be able to get out more and have people hear us and
This
you know,
is the
just-
perfect opportunity for us to
Get out there.
Right.
Yeah.
To be seen somewhere.
But all
seen
of
her.
us are seasoned musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Just this band is.
Is new. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Wanting to know where's the musician biker bar place that you're talking
Well,
about?
it's a private venue, and they
don't-
like to keep it private.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in the country.
It's invite only.
It's in
Gotcha.
Terrell.
Oh, okay.
It's in
April
Terrell.
Spring.
Yeah.
and
but-
it's wonderful.
The people are just really incredible people, and it's all musicians loving other musicians.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just an awesome
There was
place
probably
to go.
200 people, and it wasn't last weekend. It was the weekend before
Weekend
last.
before last.
It was probably 200 people, and I'm standing there with the guy that it's really in his backyard. It's really a giant man cave.
It has a bar and a
and-
stage.
Yeah,
and-
it's really
So
cool.
I'm standing there talking with him, and he starts pointing all these people out in the crowd, and he said, "Right there, just right up front here, is 4 bands that aren't playing here tonight. They're just here to support the band."
That's great.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really
Yeah.
cool.
So the tip jar was big. In fact,
That's awesome.
And they had some good bands, too.
yeah, they had some. Yeah. really
yeah,
good.
some really good
They
bands.
had some good bands.
So, y'all have played for years separately. What's do you have like what's the worst experience that you've had either on the road or on stage or whatever? What's the
The big biker come up and said, "We don't like y'all. Y'all gotta go."
Yeah, that was
Like,
years ago. We got
immediately.
kicked out.
And then he tapped a big knife on his side. I'm like, "We gotta go, y'all."
Then I played a
Yeah, that was
club
the
in
worst.
Louisiana, a real sketchy
Yeah,
little
that's
place in
hard to
Louisiana that had chicken wire over the stage. That was my first experience with that, and thank God nobody threw anything. But it was intimidating and it was different. And I was maybe 16 when I did that. So yeah.
Have you ever heard
that
of the
was
Louisiana
intense.
Hayride?
That was
It's like the
intense.
Grand Ole Opry. It's like a music event.
It's where Elvis
of-
Presley got his
And-
start.
Oh, really?
Louisiana Hayride.
So mine, as a kid, how old were you? 16,
I was
17?
12.
When you won the Louisiana Hayride?
Yeah, I was 12.
Yeah. She's been doing vocals
Wow.
for years.
well the chicken coop wire that was in what movie was that?
Porky's.
It was in Porky's.
It's in a couple movies.
It was
Oh,
in
well,
Blues
they had
Brothers. It was
it
in
in
Blues
that-
Brothers too.
They had it in
Yeah,
that
and,
It's been in a
Patrick
few
Swayze.
Patrick
movies.
Swayze Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
I've been
are
to a
bars
place
that
like that
actually
in
exist
Louisiana
like
called
that.
Tubby's, and it was chicken wire over the stage. They stayed open until 4, so
Oh, wow.
you needed chicken wire over the stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what chicken
As far
wire
as
over the
bad
steak
ex-
is, right?
As far as bad experiences
That's so
go,
they can't hit you with a beer bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
as far as bad experiences go, I've had a couple bad experiences with different bands for, egos always get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one thing that we don't have in this band. Nobody's got an ego. Nobody's trying to better anybody else. And I think it's because we all love each other. Like she said earlier.
We all enjoy
We are-
hanging out with each
Yeah.
other.
We're a
and-
family.
Mhm.
Like these are these people are my family, and there
Yeah.
isn't a thing that I wouldn't do for them.
Yeah.
And I know that they feel the same way about me, and we have this mutual respect for each other that I have never had in another band.
It just
It's-
makes the music better.
It's
It
just
does. It makes it so much better. too.
because without that, there's
No drama
There's no
or-
drama. There's no
Right.
stress. It's just now. Do we have our issues? Yeah, we have our issues, but we talk them out, and we at the very end
Well,
of it, we
sometimes
hug.
we have an argument,
Yeah.
but
And
we
we
ain't
love
like
each other.
mad at each other. We
Yeah.
just
We always just
argue
pray
through
like
it and
that.
whatever it
Mhm.
works. We
Yeah.
We just pray.
we bend for each other, so that helps.
Right. All right, I'm going to try something new here because I haven't done this one before. Christy put together a little game for us. So, band bingo. Did you guys
this
fill
for
out
Yes,
your,
I
your
did
bingo
mine.
card?
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
Go first, Daniel.
Well, I got bingo.
You did. All right. Awesome.
Straight down the middle. Yeah.
Right down the middle. Okay.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, I did too.
I've played for an empty room before.
Okay.
Regularly.
I have played in a where my band played and there was no bathrooms. It was out in the middle of a cow pasture. Really, they took an old
I've done that a lot.
an old mobile home, and they cut the side out of it. And they didn't have any plumbing out there, so there was no toilet, and it was literally
pretty
out in
redneck,
the middle
man.
of a cow pasture. So yeah.
You know you're a redneck win.
And then I was in a high school marching band. I played French horn, and I took music classes in college.
Awesome.
All right.
And then the free space, awesome.
Yeah.
Mine is at times I haven't left the house for days to practice. That's true. I played for a packed room, played for an empty room. My band has been called back for an encore. I can kind of explain to Harry what punk is, and if I don't really know, I'll make him believe it. Have been
That
playing
is so true.
half
I
my
know.
life or more. I have played where there's no bathrooms. I've been in more than one band. I've played on a sticky stage. I've played with a band that had a full Marshall stack in a tiny room. I've played where the sound guy was a ghost. I have broken a string while performing solo. I've played until my fingers bled. My school didn't have a marching band, so I didn't get to do that.
Graduating class was 7.
Oh, wow. 7.
I've got calluses on my fingers and hands, and I have at least one piece of equipment that I've named. Yes. And I did bingo. Yes, I did. What about you, Johnny?
I bingoed across the top.
What did you name your, what's the name of your piece of equipment?
Well, it's not really. Should I? Okay. It's not really a piece of equipment. My guitar, I just call her baby.
Okay.
But I have these 2 little knives. They're just awesome.
It's for the bars.
They're awesome. We do a song called Jack's Misery. I have a knife fetish. The other day he called me, he said, "Sister, I have a knife for you." And I'm like, oh my God. It's like all original tooled leather, beautiful. The blade is engraved. It's just
It's a little
tiny.
dagger.
I named it Jack from our song. And then he brought me Jack's baby brother. It's identical to Jack, but it's only like this long. So I named him Jackie. Yeah, so I name things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, quite regularly.
I do have a bass that I
What is it, baby? What is the name of
I'm
it?
not going to tell you.
Tell me, baby. Come on, Daniel. Come
My
on.
red bass,
What'd you know?
Lacey.
You shouldn't have told me. I have a niece named Lacey that he thinks the hottest thing that ever walked on face of the earth.
No, I think my
now
wife's the
I'm
hottest thing
blushing.
I've ever
Now I'm blushing.
Yeah, that's good save. Good save.
That was a
Especially on
good
video.
save. Yes,
You
very
don't
good
wanna end up
save.
having to sleep on the couch.
What's that on there?
That's all right. His wife has nothing to worry about. She's pretty
Edit
hot
that
herself.
part.
My wife is amazing. She's a lady.
Edit.
He's got a beautiful woman.
So have you guys played with an awkward stage banner? You guys said you had bingo on the top
I'm
row.
not quite sure what awkward
Awkward
would
is.
be.
Daniel did. I mean, Johnny said he played all the way across the
All the
top.
way across the top, yeah.
Yeah, what was it? What did the banner say?
It was Black Haven, and it was like a devil. It was hand painted with in my second band. I was a kid still. We painted our faces and
Went to the Kiss stage where you painted.
God.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I wish I had.
It was
Bad
really
memory,
horrible.
huh?
I was
Johnny's doing that on the 30th, but no.
I was thinking more that question meant like it was hanging down in a weird way, or it was like physically in
Like
your
in the way
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Possibly.
the
Swung,
way
swung down and took
Oh,
out
well.
somebody,
Question.
you know?
Oh, I read it
Possibly.
differently because I've seen awkward banners before, and
Okay.
That have said things that.
that you just don't know what it
Oh
is.
man, I've been hearing
Yeah.
this as banter the whole time, not banner.
We've had lots of awkward
Say,
things.
yeah, you heard a lot of banter, man. So
Awkward
Lots of
banter.
awkward
Yeah,
banter.
awkward.
Yes, that happens a lot.
Awkward banner. I'm like,
Lots of awkward banter. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's at our house a lot. I have
Yeah,
to
do
go.
we
Y'all,
need
I'm
to, do we need to get your
recording.
ears checked or your glasses or both? Awesome. Well, that's. I guess I got to ask the question. Inspiration, like who've you listened to? Who's inspired you to? What music styles or musicians have you aspired to be like?
Oh gosh, there's so many. The one that actually got me interested in bass was a guy named Ronnie Cates. He actually joined a band called Petra back in 1988, and I saw him perform one time, and I went, I want to do that. But since then, I mean, there's all sorts of Mike Porcaro from Toto. Victor Wooten, who I will never ever be able to aspire to. I mean, Victor Wooten and Marcus Miller. I actually play Sire Marcus Miller basses, and there's just so many out there that are so good that have kind of been inspiration to me. But I'd have to say that Ronnie Cates is probably the one that actually got me interested in bass, and then Mike Porcaro from Toto.
I just love all music pretty much. I don't have one that inspired me. I think just music in itself inspires me. I love all artists. I think, okay, we are on recording. I think anyone that has the heart and the gumption to get up and do what drives them should be acknowledged. And any musician in my book that gets up and plays and does what they love, they deserve respect. And yeah,
Especially if you can move somebody or
Yeah.
change the way they
Yeah.
feel. You know, that's what music's about.
and I've
It is.
always struggled as a singer to not, I don't want to sound like anyone. So I try not to listen to a lot of female vocalists because I don't want to catch myself emulating something without even realizing I'm doing it. I want to try to stay on my own, base, you know, and yeah, be unique. What about you, Johnny? You're
Very
quiet.
rarely listen to
John
other
Bonham.
John
artists.
Bonham?
Yep.
John Bonham was the one I heard first. Stairway to Heaven just rocked me to the core, and I knew then that's what I wanted to do. And then Tommy Lee came along in the 80s, and of course Neil Peart, the professor of all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know him. He was the top notch.
Yeah, he definitely was. It was pretty sad. He'd passed away just a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
19, yep.
Yeah.
It said that I cried when Neil Peart died. Johnny did.
Oh, yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, he was a big inspiration for me too, because I grew up playing drums and I loved Rush. That was actually one of the first concerts I went to. Was I got to see Rush and Pink Floyd.
Oh, wow.
Those were the first two.
Boy,
That's a
Lord,
good one.
That
would
was
be a good one.
that was pretty fun.
What
Yeah.
year did you see Pink Floyd?
It was 86,
So
I
it
think.
was at Texas Stadium.
No, actually, I grew up in the Chicago area,
Oh,
so it was.
wasn't here.
Yeah, it was Rosemont Horizon,
Yeah.
up outside of Chicago, but yeah, it was.
My dad was originally from Chicago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
This rug is soft.
You know you've heard of the Valentine's Day Massacre?
yeah.
My dad
Relations.
lived close enough to hear the shots.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was alive during Prohibition. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I was gonna say that's like in the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel's the baby, and he had older parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I-
dad was 50 when he had me.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm 52.
Got
Pretty
it.
ambitious.
Yeah. No, my parents were 40 when they had me, so I've got older brother and older sister. But yeah, so I relate.
Kind of relate to that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, where can people find you? Do you have social media? Or do you
Yes,
have
we're on-
music
we're
that's
on-
released? Or
Yeah, we're on. You can find us. All links to our Facebook page, our Instagram, our Twitter on reverenddirt.com.
okay.
So all one word, reverenddirt.com.
Is that the handle for your socials as well? Is it
Reverend Dirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of our socials are I think are Reverend Dirt 21 or 2021, something like that. But like I said, there's links on our website to all of our social media.
Yeah.
So
YouTube videos.
YouTube,
Yeah.
our
Okay.
YouTube channel, our playlists, all that is on our website. So that's probably the best place to go, is that one place, and they can get to everything from there.
Okay. Well, excellent. Looking forward to seeing you guys perform. This has been Reverend Dirt. Go check them out, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you
being here.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Disrespected, totally rejected, always just the same. What's the difference? I'm indifferent. Outcast is my name. And I fall, but you rise, and you lift me up to the heavens I fly. And I fall, but you raise me up, set my feet on solid ground, and I hear the perfect sound. You're mine.